The flat Earth topic here. Phil believes the Earth is a plane, if I'm correct, right? From the conversations you and I have had about it.
Well, what's funny is that you started exactly the same way you did last night
when we were talking about it. Yeah,
it's not belief. Belief is reserved for things with no evidence.
So please present your evidence.
Now, there are pools of evidence on both sides. Now, I went to school just like you guys. I went through the physics program at University of Minnesota. I've been given the line. I have the entire narrative. I know it. And there are too many conflicting things in there for me to say that absolutely the Earth is a globe.
So you're saying there's not enough evidence in support of the globe theory of Earth?
I'd actually say that by a definition of evidence, the globe doesn't actually have any.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah.
So there's no evidence.
This is a great place to start. I love it. There is zero evidence. Okay, remember that. There is zero evidence that the world is a globe.
If you guys want to.
So my next question is, how much evidence is there that the Earth is a flat plane?
Or whatever shape you decide.
Yeah, what shape do you think that...
Shaped like a raptor.
What is it that we're living in right now? To you, your opinion.
I think, I know that it isn't... Nobody's been able to put together a set of surveying data from all points on the map to all other points.
Okay.
But the AE, the azimuthal extrapolation, whatever.
What is that? You know what that is?
It's the logo of the UN.
Yeah.
I don't know what the AE is.
It's a polar-centric map. It's a view of a global map with the North Pole in the center.
Pull up the UN flag.
Okay.
Pass the mouse to Evan.
No,
it's fine.
Do it? Okay.
No, from his angle, it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
what's the UN flag?
UN. United Nations.
I'll tell you, the one set of items that I've seen presented that it's the only thing there's two. There's two different sets of things. One is actual observations and another is a relationship type thing. But have you seen this Jay Tolan guy? It's a guy on YouTube who has
those ones.
He's modified some of these consumer cameras, the digital cameras, like the P900. Now there's a P1000.
I've heard that someone put a P900 up into the sky.
No, that's not what this guy did.
To see if the world was round, if it had a curve.
No, this guy did something. This is something completely different.
Okay.
This guy, they've got because you're when you're taking. Most people take photos. They want to filter out all of the stuff that isn't visible. So they'll have, there'll be a thing that is like a UV block on one end and I'll have an infrared block on the other end.
Okay.
So what this guy did is he opens it up and he takes those things off and he uses lens filters to pick which part of the spectrum he wants to look at. Mm-hmm. And he did this with infrared. And he's got a handful of videos where he takes these images because when you view in infrared, you cut out the haze from and it's not perfect, but it cuts your distance resolution
or the Earth's electromagnetic.
No, it's the dust and the water vapor in the air.
Okay.
It can give you the heat signatures of objects that are much further in the distance, and he gets these shots with these land formations way the hell out there, and he uses the geometric relationships based on the 24,000 mile circumference ball and a flat plane. And basically, the image that he has, it shouldn't even be possible on a sphere. And when he goes through and he gives you the mathematical relationships, you can see him. He's like, now if we're on a plane and this thing is this far away, and the size of that land feature, according to like how our eyeballs work and how things get smaller as they go further away, and he uses these relationships, and he just illustrates it, and it works out. It works out great.
Using that line of going about things, we could use that same camera right now, go outside, and see like the Statue of Liberty from here.
Exactly.
You can't do that.
You can go see.
No.
If the Earth is a flat plane, you should be able to climb up to the highest point in the world, Everest, I think.
Yeah.
And you should be able to see the entire world.
No.
Especially if you like you just said, you filter out all of the haze and the dust.
Yeah,
you should be able to see the entire world.
If you had anything,
you can't even see even a tiny percentage of it because the horizon drops away. You can't see any further. You know what we should be able to do? We should be able to stand here in Minnesota and look west and be able to see the Rockies. We should be able to look east and see the Appalachians. Why can't we?
I see what Chad's getting at.
Way higher.
I see what these guys are
doing. Those are really tall.
Also, if that's how it worked, then Nepal would be the best information gathering place in the world because they could just put an observation tower on top of Everest and look at anyone, anywhere. And they haven't done that.
You know what always happens with this hypothetical is that nobody actually goes out and actually shows it.
They do, though.